I want to let you in on why I made a salad bar for my chickens, and I'd also like to show you how we did it, just so that you have another idea of how it can be done. Why make a salad bar? Well, obviously, if you free range your chickens, you don't really need to do this. What if they don't free range? Or what if you're in an area where there's not a lot of vegetation? Like if you're an urban chicken keeper or even suburban and you don't have a lot of space, there's grass, but you know, chickens do destroy grass pretty quickly. And I mean, I don't let my chickens free range all the time, and I have plenty of room for them to be outside. I'd love to, because they really do love it. But we have so many predators, especially hawks. And every time I let them out, the hawks are right there. So I personally try to be around when they're outside, just to try and see if I can prevent any of the hawks from attacking them. At some point, I will extend their run, and I intend to put aviary netting up on top of that, so I don't have to supervise them as often. But until then, chicken salad bar. Not only does a chicken salad bar give them an opportunity to have fresh greens when they don't get it, when they're not out free ranging, but it's a great boredom buster for when they can't get out. Now this was my original salad bar. It was great, but it didn't last long, as you can see by the size. It was no match for 16 chickens at the time. So I went ahead and decided to make a much bigger one based on the same idea of having smaller separate areas so that I could succession plant, and that way, even in the winter time, if I have 4 different sections, I'll be able to put the fodder that I grow for them indoors. I'll be able to put them in the boxes so that it'll keep them from eating it all at once and completely destroying it. The key is to have a barrier between the soil and the chickens, because chickens are going to do what they're going to do, and that means they're going to scratch, they're going to peck, and they're basically going to dig everything up that you've grown in there. So you want to make sure you have something that allows the plant to grow up but keeps them from digging in the soil. And you can do this. I personally use a 1/2 inch hardware cloth. 1/4 inch might be too small, 1 inch might be too big, but if you can find something that is in that 1/2 inch size or a little bit bigger, maybe 3/4 inch, just to keep them from digging up the plants, but to allow the plants to grow tall enough so that they have something to eat. Let's get to it. I'm actually going to be charring some wood, non-treated, non-pressure treated wood. I wanted to make the least toxic way to preserve and treat the wood without using chemicals, so we're going to burn it. When you char wood, that layer of char is actually a carbon layer, and what that carbon does is it acts as a preservative to help decrease rot. It helps decrease the amount of insect infestation. It also helps to preserve the wood during severe weather. Bryson, here's another thing. We did not do it after the chickens went in at night. No. You too. Silly gooses. If you can do it when the chickens aren't around, it's going to speed up your process. I was constantly having to chase them away and of course play with them because they wanted attention while we were in there. Plus they were constantly getting into the beds as we were building them. Pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. Miss Lil. What you need me to do? What you need me to do?
I need to lift up on the board, so I'm gonna take the high spots out.
Yeah, let me get these guys off me.
You can do it.
All right, Catherine, get up there. Thank you.
regretting putting all these roots in.
Well, these guys can't seem to wait. They have to play. They're losing their area to play. Got 3 done. 1 more lid to go. Right, Lil? You don't need these, but we do get a lot of wind here. So one of the things we added to this are these little latches, which are pretty cool and easy to put on and take off and adjust. And then that way, keep these down, keep them in, out. Easy peasy.
For the chickies, the what? The chickies.
Mm-hmm. Every time I walk away, this is what happens. Not sure why they're following the tractor. But this is it. This is the finished product. Now all I have to do is put some seeds in there, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Right, Bryson? Right, Lil? I think they like it already and there's nothing in it. Watered and just in time for the rain. The best part of this whole thing is watching the chickens get their greens and have fun, and yet they still have a bit of a challenge at getting those greens while they're doing it. It's not exactly easy for them to get to it. They have to peck through the holes. So that's where the boredom buster comes in. 1, it's something new for them, and 2, they can't just grab it and go. They actually have to work for it. Would you stop? Would you stop? So let me know in the comments if you have a salad bar and how your chickens like it. And thanks for joining me on another adventure here on Tater Town. Yes, I do consider my chickens pets with benefits. I really am becoming a crazy chicken lady, but they're just so cute and funny. It's really kind of hard for me not to.